teacher Sarah, and today we will be making a cute unicorn bookmark. And we will do this by folding some paper and using some markers and glue and scissors and having a lot of fun. So let's get all of our supplies and make a unicorn. Okay, so here's what you need for your unicorn bookmark. You're going to want to ask an adult for a pair of scissors. You'll need a glue stick, some markers, or you could use colored pencils or crayons. You'll also need one piece of paper. It does not need to be white, but I am using just computer paper, and it is 8.5 by 11. And then this is optional, which means you don't have to have this, but I am using a little piece of golden foam. Foam is just some soft material, and I'm going to use this for the horn. If you don't have this, that's okay. I'm going to show you how you can use the paper instead. All right, we're going to get started with our piece of paper here, and what I want you to do is find this bottom corner. I'm going to lift it up so you can see. So you're going to find this bottom corner, and you're going to bring it up so that this bottom part of your paper is in line with the side. So we're going up all the way to here till the bottom right here is in line with the side, like that. Okay, and you will see after you crease it, it makes a triangle shape. Okay, all right, so we're going to do that and crease it with our fingers. And then take our scissors and we're going to cut off this extra part. Just like that. And we will need this paper later, so you can just put it aside and save it for a few minutes. And you should have what looks like a triangle, just like this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do some folding, and this may be tricky. So remember, you can always pause the video and practice or go back and try again. All right, so we're going to take this corner right here and we are going to match it to the corner at the top, like that. And you're going to fold it all the way up and then crease it right here at the bottom. And you're going to do the same thing with the other side. So I'm going to bring this up until it matches and they are side by side. Just like that, and then crease it on this side. You want it pretty close, but it does not have to be perfect. Take your fingers and go across like this. Okay, now you're going to take this top corner, do you see it right here? And it's going to match to the bottom. Fold it right over and crease it with your fingers. Then we do the other side. Fold it over, same thing. And I'm going to put mine down on the table because it helps. There we go. And we're going to crease that with our fingers. Okay. So you should have something like this with two little bunny ears right here. Okay, pause if you need to and finish that step. Let's keep going. So we should have two flaps up here. Do you see them? Can you find them? You're going to take that and bring it all the way down to the bottom, like this, and then crease the top with your fingers. So you should now have a triangle, a smaller triangle. And we're going to go ahead and open those back up, just like that. All right, now we're going to open this up. Do you see these two triangles? Open them up. Take the first flap right here and fold it inside. Can you do that? Okay, and close it back up again. All right, now you should have a pocket. Can you find the pocket on yours? Right here. Okay, we're gonna take one of these little bunny ears, one of these flaps, and it's going to go all the way inside of the pocket, all the way down. Look, you want this top to go all the way flat with the edge. So push it way down with your fingers and crease the top. And then we repeat that with the other side. Take your fingers, push it all the way inside and crease it with your fingers. Just like that. Okay, now I like to take my finger and run it across all the edges, just like that. And we have one more fold to do, and that is this one right here. And that one is now going to go down inside the pocket, just like that. And you're going to crease it. And you've made a bookmark. Now we get to turn it into a unicorn. Okay, so you should have your triangle right here. We're going to turn it into a unicorn now. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my scissors and I'm going to go right here on the right side of the line and just cut a little bit off, just like that, only on one side. Okay, and then I'm going to put this aside because we're going to make an ear and a horn. Okay, go ahead and find this extra piece of white paper and find one corner on that paper. And you're going to take your scissors and cut a triangle. So do you see, if I cut right there, it will make a triangle. And you're gonna just cut that off like that. And we're gonna turn this into an ear. So I like to have more of a rounded ear. So I'm gonna take my scissors very carefully and I'm going to round the top, just like that. Now I want my ear to be a little smaller, so I'm just gonna trim it again. And if you want a pointy ear, you can do that too. You can do this however you want. We are being creative. And we're going to now get a marker. I'm going to use pink, and that's going to be the inside of my unicorn's ear. I have a pink marker here. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, I'm going to put it this way. Okay, and inside I'm just going to draw a rainbow shape like that. And then you just fill it in. And you can do any color for the inside of the ear. You could even do a rainbow if you wanted to. So choose a color and make the inside of your ear. All right, here's my little ear. We're gonna put that aside for a minute. And I'm going to get this golden piece that I showed you before. And if you do not have this, you can get this white sheet of paper and do the same thing I'm about to do. All right, with your paper, you're going to make a triangle. So you're gonna go up from one edge. You're making the horn, so you wanna make it a little taller than your ear would be. And I just like to find the edge, go up and down, and then pull it out, and you have a little unicorn horn. Isn't it cute? Okay, grab your glue stick, and we're going to glue some of these things on. Now, find your ear. What you want to do is put glue on the bottom part of the ear. Yes, on the side you colored. That's where you want to put your glue. So you're gonna put your ear down, put glue along the bottom of the ear. Okay, and then get your bookmark. You're going to the right side of the line. Here's the line. Go to the right side of the line. Take your ear, put it in the back, not in the front, in the back, like this. And then you just pinch it on like that. okay, because there's glue on it, so it should stick right there. All right, and we'll move on to gluing the horn. Okay, I'm doing the same thing with the horn. I'm going to put some glue at the bottom, just like that. And then I'm going to find the right side of the line, put it behind, not in front, behind. And I'm going to pinch it on right under the ear. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to use 5 colors to make the rainbow hair. You can choose any 5 colors you'd like. I'm using green, red, yellow, pink, and purple. And then you're going to want this extra piece of paper again. All right, so with this extra piece of paper, you're going to grab your first color. I'm going to use green. And what you're going to do is just scribble, scribble, scribble. So you're going like this, scribble, scribble, scribble. Just like that, so it looks like that. Okay, I want you to do your next color. Scribble, scribble, scribble. And we don't want it too small or too big. This is just the right size for what we need it for. Then, your next color. This is color number 4. And then color number 5. All right, finish making all your colors and then press play and we'll cut it out. Okay, so we're gonna take this piece of paper and carefully with our scissors, I want you to watch first before you do it yourself so you understand what we need to do. You're going to cut along the bottom, but you're leaving some white left over, okay? Do you see the extra white right here? Okay, but on the sides and on the top, you want to not have any leftover white. So now I'm at the top, I'm gonna cut a little bit into my colors so I don't have a lot of extra, and then I'm on the side again, and I don't want much extra white. So we really just want our extra white along the bottom. So see if you can cut your hair out like I did, and then press play and we will put it on our unicorn. So here's our hair. We need our glue stick again. You're going to go along the white extra part, and it's okay if some gets on the colored too. And you're gonna put some glue along the bottom. Make sure it's enough so it sticks really well. And this time, you're going to take the hair and put it on the left side of the line. So here's our line, left, and remember we put it in the back. All right, so look, if I stick it on, because I just put glue on it, on the back, and then I pinch it, we're starting to see some rainbow hair. Pinch it really good. And then I want you to get your scissors again. Okay, do you have your scissors? This part we need to be super careful. We are going to take our scissors and make tiny snips down the hair all the way till we get to the bottom. All right, I'm just going to show you what it should look like. Do you see hairs? Yeah, so we do not want to cut the white, just the colored part all the way down to make our unicorn rainbow hair. Okay, so go ahead and finish that, and then we'll make a face. Okay, I finished my rainbow hair. I'm gonna fluff it up a little bit. So I just like to take my hands and run it over so it looks more like hair. Okay, And now we're going to make an eye right here. I'm going to do a sleeping unicorn. I'm going to use black. You can use any color. You can follow along with me, or you can draw a different kind of eye if you'd like to. But I'm going to draw an upside down rainbow right under the horn and draw 1, 2, 3 eyelashes, just like that. So it looks like it's sleeping. Then I'm going to take my black marker and I'm going to draw a nose at the end. Just like that. Great job, everyone. All right, look, we have a unicorn bookmark. And you can leave it just like this, or you can decorate it with stickers, or you can do what I'm going to do and use some markers again. So I like to make little dots right along the hair to match the color. So I did 4 little dots, and then I'll use my purple. And you could do stars, you could do hearts. Just be creative and have fun. If you have some sparkly stickers, that would be really cute too. All right, so I like to do the dots up the sides. And then I'm going to give her a little gem near her eye, so I'm going to draw a star. Just like that. And we're finished. Let me show you how to use it. Okay, so I have a notebook here, and you can use a regular book that you're reading. And what you'll do is find the place where you're going to stop reading for the day, and then go up to the corner, grab a few pages. Your bookmark has this little pocket that we made, and you're going to stick it on the end, push it down, and then you can fold your book and you'll see the horn and the hair sticking out on the top, and that will tell you where your place is in your book the next time you're reading. Great job, everyone. If you had fun today, give me a thumbs up and share this video with a friend so they can make a unicorn too. Keep practicing, keep being creative, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.